We're all set. Hello, welcome to 6G Agenda. We are going live on Patreon and YouTube right now. This is the first time we're kind of doing that, so getting all of our ducks in a row here. Welcome. We're on a little Sunday Night Live, so if you're with us, then that is awesome. We're going to be doing kind of a free feed ChillCast, and then that's going to lead us into full-on Patreon episode, deep dive, Operation Cyclone. We're going to get into that. If you don't know what that is, then you're in for a big-ass treat because that is the biggest budgeted CIA operation in history, or at least one of them. I'd argue MK Ultra probably was up there too, but we just don't know.
Not what they're open about.
Right. So if you haven't noticed, we've had some episodes get removed. We are working on getting that back up. It is because of some music issues, which Justin, our man, Justin Ward on the chords, made that. You know, I call him Justin Ward on the chords because our dude made he makes our shit, dude. That's our producer.
It's a free sample from a royalty-free site, and someone had already used it for a song that probably has less than 500 plays. But it is what it is.
It's crazy. So we switched it up. You may notice that this episode, probably, we'll be adding it onto this because you're recording,
It'll be on
right?
this one,
So we'll be adding that onto this, and so you guys will be, hopefully you enjoy the new intro song. We switched it up a little bit. I think that it's pretty fire.
Same kind of vibe, just
cooked it up
a little bit different.
A little. I think it kicks you into that mode a little bit more.
Yeah.
If I was to, you know what I mean? So it's pretty exciting, if you ask me. Also, you may notice a little bit of an audio upgrade. Your boy's really excited right now. Got a new mic. This one's here to stay. This is a good one, and I hope that you all are enjoying that crisp, clear audio, because I've been sitting at the window waiting on this to arrive all day.
You've been watching the porch,
dude, watching it like a dog waiting on his people to come home. So lots of comments have been coming in from people from Tinfoil Hat. I want to give everybody the flowers from coming through, giving us love. We've had a shit ton of people come through. So I want to thank, I'm just going to kind of go through a bunch of them. So I want to thank Shannon Jones. Heard you with Sam. Great show. Thank you. Matthew, heard you on Tinfoil. Just scrolling through the episodes. Looks like you two talk some interesting topics. I appreciate that. Also another person, what a pose from Tinfoil. Welcome. Great job, they said. I appreciate you. We also got YSIDRO coming from Tinfoil Hat. Great episode. Followed and going to check you out. We appreciate that. We also got Braden. Been listening to all of these. Very interesting. Definitely one of my new favorites for work. Hell yeah. Stick around.
Shout out.
We got more bangers coming forever. And then also Matthew. We've had him hit us up a couple times. He's one of our new frequent commenters. Right on. We shout out comments as much as we possibly can. Matthew, he said, look up a book, David McGowan, called Program to Kill. I have heard about it. We will go ahead and do some deep dive on that. It's about MK Ultra and the Manchurian candidates. Also, Matthew mentioned deep dive into World War II. You can see that Hitler helped shape Israel. There's evidence of Germany in World War II shipping Jews. Yeah, we talked about that. We're going to get deeper into that as well. That was from the World's Fair episode. Hogfart. Well, welcome. He said Greer was on Epstein Island.
What a
I
name.
fucking believe it, dude. Fucking right, dude. What a name. Hogfart also. You guys need to look up Candy Girl on YouTube. I checked that out and it's saved for my watch later. I will be looking at that. It describes this girl that was tortured SRA, where they tear people apart. She implicates Nicole Kidman's father and Nicole herself. Demonic and terrifying stuff. He said, love your guys' show. Canadian. Hogfart is Canadian. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This was on the Black. Yeah, dude. Welcome. This was on the Black Goo episode. It was kind of a banger. We also got Scott Lawrence. Welcome. Brave is a good search engine too. It is. We use that sometimes. He also said that the main purpose for doing a lot of these rituals, talking about the World's Fair rituals, is to symbolize and show all the other Kabbalistic groups in the world that now is the time to bring all of these things to bear. That's exactly kind of what we were kind of hammering at too. So yeah, you're right on par with us. So we got a lot of awesome people pulling up from Tinfoil. Welcome. Definitely love to have you here.
Dude,
We just you guys your flowers for pulling up. Lots more people on YouTube. So yeah, welcome.
I just thought of so I just finished watching Severance and I was like super into it. So I was watching like behind the scenes stuff and apparently Adam Scott and Ben Stiller they had a podcast like just discussing the show and shit like that. And
Really?
recently they had the actor on there who played Petey, the guy in the
Okay.
very beginning, and he
Yeah, yeah.
even alluded to a lot of the shit. So that map that Petey drew in the show, I guess spoilers ahead if you haven't seen it. That map
Yeah.
that he drew, apparently they let him riff on some of the stuff that he could add on there. So he actually added a lot of these esoteric and kabbalistic like symbols and all this shit on that map on purpose.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so he's into that Kabbalah, and so is Ben Stiller. I mean, we know that. So I mean, it's very crazy.
It was
Crazy shit,
weird.
dude.
But he did that on purpose because I guess he saw the similarities and the old teachings and shit, and then in the show.
Right. Yeah, dude, Severance definitely 100% a show about experimenting on people. Very much. The black goo in the intro is just very telling as well. Again, back to the black goo shit.
Yeah, that
By
was
the way, again with the episodes being taken down, if you can't find the episodes, go to our YouTube. We'll have that there. This will be posted on Spotify. This episode here. I'm trying to get all this out in the beginning because this next half is going to be going on Patreon. So I just wanted to let you all know that there's episodes you can't find until I post it. Go to YouTube. Those episodes did not get taken down in our Patreon. You could go to the free Patreon feed and get them as well.
yup.
So yeah, let's get into it. Uh Current events. There's been some wild shit going on, dude. Wild, wild shit.
Yeah, man.
Jamaica. Should we kick that one off?
Well, they got decimated.
Well, yeah, and the thing is though, do you know about the Jamaica 2030 plan? Where they had like smart kind of city goals or something?
Mm-mm.
So, Jamaica is actively pursuing smart city initiatives as part of its Vision 2030 development plan. And so that's kind of like a lot of these fires and a lot of these um, natural disasters tend to happen in places where they have smart cities planned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, right here, without even getting too deep into it, Jamaica is actively pursuing smart city initiatives as part of its Vision 2030 development plan. It's focusing on sustainable urban growth and improved quality of life. So, it makes it really easy if you do your demolition with a hurricane. So you can come in and rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Vision 2030 Jamaica is the country's long term strategic development plan aimed at making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. And so this was put into place a little while ago. But look at that. Look at this. Perfect. Hurricane Melissa clears path for Jamaica 2030 UN plan. So somebody else already is kind of on the same thing, the smart city. Shout out Peggy Hall for this Substack.
Hmm.
It says that Hurricane Melissa that has decimated Jamaica, the fact that the Prime Minister of Jamaica promotes the UN's and the World Economic Forum is a fervent believer in climate change, as evidenced in his recent address to the UN. And convenient fact that Jamaica is in place Jamaica 2030. So they're just saying, do you think that this, yeah, pretty much what we're saying. Do you think that this was controlled? I mean, we know that they can make hurricanes here. So it's funny. Fuck. It's on my Facebook. I'm not gonna go there now.
Maybe I don't know how. Like I was hearing about this whole hurricane like a week before it hit Jamaica, and then
So look at this. Scientists have figured out how to create a Category 5 hurricane in a lab. 2016, my dude.
hmm,
I mean, come on, bro. What are we talking about here?
I don't want
I'm
to
just
believe
saying
it, but
it's
I
not
hate that it's
outside of the
so
realm of
fucking
possibility.
convenient, dude.
It's not outside of the realm of possible. Okay, how about this? Is it more than 0% chance? Yeah,
And
100%
the
that they
fact
did
that
that.
I ha-
There's
that the
more than
fact that you can
0%
say
chance.
yeah is fucked.
It's crazy, bro. But they could create a hurricane a Category 5 hurricane inside of a lab. What the fuck can they do out in nature 9 years later? It's been
Yeah,
9 years for them to develop this.
if anything, I mean, I know it didn't start as a Category 5, but I know it was a Category 5 by the time it hit Jamaica.
Mhm.
'Cause it
No, I
dev
think
it
it
did
dropped to a 3.
it
It dropped to a
developed.
3 by the time it landed, yeah. It developed to a 5 overnight.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it wasn't a 5 as it hit?
Yeah, it dropped to a
Okay.
3.
'Cause I know it was tearing shit up, and I don't know if it was fake or not, but there was, like, a aerial view of, like, a plane, like, a Air Force plane flying into it or something in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and you could see all the clouds and shit. It looked freaking cool, but also very ominous at the same time. Looked like
So I'm trying to
Heaven's
see, did
Gates.
you see Yeah, dude, that's exactly Heaven's Gate, for sure. Sarah Boston, dude, let's
Hey,
go. Look at
shout
that.
out.
We're here at the right time
Yes,
for
we
Sarah to
are.
pull, what the people want. Yeah, yeah, we talk about what they want all day, every day, and what they want, everything that they want. Try not to do my running commentary, don't think it's normal. That's funny. So, do you guys have you heard about the Sudan massacre that's going on right now?
Yeah, I saw something on the news, Thursday or Friday about it.
Yeah, dude. So, you can literally I don't know if you saw this. This is satellite imaging. You could see piles of dead bodies from the satellites.
That's
That's
insane.
how bad it is. Yeah, it's bad. And, wouldn't you know it that we have some usual suspects that are involved in this,
Killing
uh,
field.
namely namely Israel. But all these are, like, people, I guess, is what they're trying to say, like, that there's bodies piled up, blood, uh, what does it say? Huge swaths of sand stained red with blood and piles of bodies in Sudan.
There's 6 images there.
View 6 images. Yeah, let's see. How do I get to the next one? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to get to the next one.
Fuck it.
Oh, well. Yep. So what I saw was that Israel's got something to do with this as well. Like they're also working with here it is. So Israel and UAE influencers target Sudan army online. And they're like working with these people, trying to
Fuck.
like UAE and Israel are, I guess, working with the people that are doing it, the militia. Here it is. Has led the charge to link the SAF to the Muslim Brotherhood and to Hamas in Gaza. Under former, the Sudanese military is dominated by religious conservatives who retain some influence within the army. However, Sudanese of various affiliations and beliefs have backed the SAF. So, wait a minute. Okay, okay. One of the images Bebop's family and an Israeli mother and her 2 children were taken captive by Hamas. What does that have to do with the Sudanese shit?
I'm not sure.
They just start talking about Hamas anywhere they can.
Yeah, they're like, "Yo, those
You know what I
guys,
mean? Like, I
this
mean,
is all their
that's
fault.
really what it they're like, "Dude, just blame Hamas anywhere you can."
You
Israel,
stub your
behind the scenes
toe, blame
power
Hamas."
broker here we go. Israel, behind the scenes power broker in Sudan. One of the many foreign powers influencing this body's conflict, Tel Aviv could help claw it back if it wanted to. Israel's behind the scenes power broker in Sudan. It's long been clear that the road to peace in Sudan runs through Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United States Arab Emirates. So this all has to do with the Greater Israel Project, 100%.
Mm,
America's 3 closest Arab allies. But last month, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reminded Sudanese that he has a stake in their country too. Netanyahu caused a stir. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. This dude's, I think this dude's got a lot to do with it.
that
Sudan agreed to
motherfucker's a
join the Abraham.
demon.
He really is, dude, I'm telling you. Well, he's running with some, Shabbat fucking right-wing crazy Israelis, and, they're fucking wild boys, man. They're some wild boys, dude. They just wanna
Mhm.
fucking kill every Palestinian that's out there
Yeah.
and take over. What up? What up? Yeah, we
Shout out.
live.
I am the living man. What up?
Audio excellent. Thank you. Just got yeah, we just got the new mic in. Let's go. Super excited about using that. Yeah, yeah, she's loving it. Okay. So anyway, that's just some of the current events. We're gonna get to Operation Cyclone. That's kind of gonna be the deep dive of this episode. It's gonna be very fun. I think that I have a new theory that's kind of going on that I you remember whenever I talked about the Handmaid's Tale and how there may be something to it?
Mhm.
Dude, I think I was onto something. And we're gonna get into it, bro. But you
Okay.
know, one of the largest CIA operations was Operation Cyclone. And it's funny because what that led to was the creation of like Al Qaeda as we know it today and everything else.
Yeah.
And what is that? That's radical Islam, right? And so when you think about it, I just think that this radical religion shit, traditional values, I think that it's going to be used against us coming up here soon.
Hmm. Okay.
So there's something called the Seven Mountains Church we're going to get into that Charlie Kirk was a part of. Also, do you know the hitman that's in Minnesota? Remember that hitman? I think his name was Vince. What was that guy's name? Hitman in Minnesota that killed those politicians. Here, hold on. I know exactly who it is. Vince Bolter, I think it was. Point in saying is here it is. Vance Bolter. He shot
Yep.
those Democratic Minnesota politicians. Remember that? Well, he's a part of something called the NAR, which is tied to this Seven Mountains Church. And what it seems to be is like these radical kind of Christian kind of whatever kind of going on. So we're going to get into that and what that is.
All right.
Charlie Kirk was tied to it. It's a whole deep dive. And so we're going to take we're going to go back in history and bring it up to now. We're going to be out here chilling for a while, okay? This is just the beginning of the episode, to be honest. So yeah, what else did I want to go over before we get into this? Oh, so the last guy we had on about 9/11, remember Richard Gage, he came on, right?
Yeah.
I got an email from a listener, and this listener, I'll keep it hush hush who it is, but this is a patron, and we appreciate our patrons for reaching out. Anybody that's got any inside knowledge, always please reach out, reach out. This person reached out about the 9/11 episode. Shit, I gotta find it. I should have had it pulled up. Here, go ahead and
I think you emailed it to
read.
me, but
Oh, I did. I forwarded it to you, Mr. Chesta.
yes.
Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna share the screen and we're gonna read this, guys. This is awesome, okay? So this was a listener, and we had Richard Gage on, and he was talking about 9/11. And you guys are gonna have your minds blown, okay? Okay, here it is. Hi, guys. I'm a Patreon supporter and listen to your podcast regularly. I recently heard your cast with Richard Gage and need to comment on it. If you followed the 9/11 tragedy for a minute, you'll realize that Gage is a wolf in sheep's clothing, who's a founding member of AE 9/11 Truth, but he's been hiding and preventing the truth from being revealed. First, the whole thermite hypothesis is bullshit, and there may have been thermite in the buildings, but that's not what brought them down. Excuse me. Stephen Jones is a government asset and pushed that narrative to hide the fact that whoever took those buildings down used direct energy weapons. And Dr. Jones knows it. He's not trying to, this listener is not trying to shit on Jones, but he's not the benevolent player he's portrayed to be. He can go on, but he wants to finish with this. If you want to know how the towers really fell, look up Dr. Judy Wood, who I will be looking up, Andrew Johnson and Mark Conlon. I'll be looking into how I can maybe contact them if anybody knows them or whatever. I'm sure that's very low possibility, but hey, reach out, dude. I'm trying to get in contact with them for sure. These three researchers have provided the best evidence of how the towers actually fell. So Richard Gage might be controlled narrative opposition. I don't know, man.
Definitely weird.
Dude, I love doing this shit because it keeps you on your toes at all times. You never
Mhm.
know. You always, you know what I mean? You talk to people and then you find out later, like, you got OGs that have been in the game for a while and they've been reading people longer than you've had a chance to, and they're like, "Hey, this
Yeah.
guy isn't who he says he is." And so because of that, we will be looking deeper into that. So you could be looking out eventually into a deeper 9/11 deep dive into possibly direct energy weapon hypotheses. Crazy, dude.
Mhm. Yeah, when you
Blew my
sent me
mind.
that,
So
I was
shout out
like,
Clover.
"Damn, dude." I thought that motherfucker was he talked super, like, professional, so I think that's what
Hey, Justin,
sold me.
let's be
Cause
honest. Do you wanna be honest, Justin? Let's be honest here.
let's do it.
Have you have you ever had we had a listener where we had to, like, ask him certain questions and,
Nah, that
like,
motherfucker talked the whole time.
and he made sure that we really didn't get to ask any questions. He kinda, like, didn't let us ask any
He
questions.
was
If
well,
you think about it, he kinda was, like, not about it, and
I
I
mean,
don't know, I told him in the beginning that I wanted to ask a few things. He laughs and then just says, "Alright, let's get going."
yeah,
I could tell
yeah.
that laugh was like a "fuck you, I'm not doing that."
He
It
was
was kinda
about his
fucked up.
presentation, and that's what it was.
It was all about that only.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so you saw that too, Living
Yeah,
Man. Okay,
yeah.
Living Man saw that too. Okay, so I'm not tripping, and also our listener that pulled up on us and let us know about this, like, I really appreciate Clover because now I got a few researchers that I'll be looking into that
Mhm.
hopefully are still alive,
Yeah.
and I can ask about it.
Even before we were recording, it was low-key kinda awkward.
No, that's my point. Before we even recording, I said, "Hey, I wanna ask you this, this, and that,"
Yeah.
because they emailed me this thing that was like, "You can only ask this, that, that." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not gonna only ask certain things." But then it turned into like,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't ask anything. He just fucking went the whole time, and I didn't even get to, like, ask him pertinent questions,
Mhm.
but whatever.
It is what it
I
is.
think it was, one of the conspiracy theorist ladies that, commented on our YouTube video for that episode said, "Did you notice that he said that the building blew up and he said the people heard the building blow up, but he never showed you the people saying it?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, I didn't even peep that in the moment." Like, "Hey, dude, that's why we do this shit, so we can fucking air out the foes and the phonies."
Mhm.
Sarah Boston says, "HARP, DARPA, direct energy laser weapons create fire, hurricanes, earthquakes. All nature is controlled by devils." Damn right it is, dude. It is 100%.
Holy
Uh,
shit, I
alright.
just realized, dude, we jumped up. We got 247 subscribers on YouTube now. Fuck yeah, dude, shout out.
Hey, shout out to everybody, man.
People
Shout out to
coming over
everybody, dude.
from
We're out here trying
tinfoil,
to do our
fuck
thing.
yeah.
We got a lot brewing this week, alright? I'm gonna be busy, busy. We're gonna get to recording some real episodes for the pod, for the free feed coming up soon, but we got a lot of guest spots coming up, so be on the lookout for some guest spots. It's gonna be exciting, and then after that, we're gonna get into our symbology, and our I'm thinking tomorrow on Monday, we're gonna start with Secret Teachings of All Ages, that book,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get into by Manly P. Hall, and we're gonna get into Atlantis, the story of Atlantis. I kinda think that it's important to talk about that, especially now with they're trying to create Atlantis again, man, this one world government, dude. It's worth talking about. So, that'll be a good time. Talk about secret teachings of all ages, maybe uncover the Kabbalah, and then we'll get into symbology. So, be on the lookout for that. That is what I absolutely love. I fucking love symbology, Freemasonry, like, ancient esoteric knowledge, all that shit,
Yeah.
and I love to break it down, and I don't necessarily believe in it all, but I do love to see what they believe because I do think there's some universal laws that are real. I just don't think you're supposed to fuck with them. So I like to break down what they're doing, but yeah, so be on the lookout for that on Monday. We're gonna be doing that, book club tomorrow, so we'll be going live again. We're
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
going ham, dude. We're gonna be going ham, giving you guys constant content. I'm loving this. It's amazing. Go give us some love, donate, hit that description. Go, like, follow, share, make sure to review, all that good stuff down at Apple. Give us a good review. Anything you can to kinda help us out, and not even monetarily, just a little rate, a little share, tell your
Yeah.
friend, whatever, buy me coffee, whatever you want. So this is probably where we're gonna cut for the free feed, and then we're gonna head into the Operation Cyclone shit. So
Yep.
let's do it. Everybody that's here on the live right now, you stick around because we're not leaving you. But for anybody this is gonna be now going onto the Patreon starting now. So all right, cool.